Have your feet been feeling numb lately, like they've fallen asleep and just won't wake up? Maybe you've woken up in the morning with a strange heaviness or swelling in your legs or toes. Or perhaps there's this constant tingling, like tiny pins and needles dancing beneath your skin. If any of this sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone. And the real surprise? The answer might be hiding right on your plate. That's right, some vegetables we've all been told are healthy may not be helping you. In fact, they might be doing the exact opposite. Especially for those of us dealing with poor circulation, nerve sensitivity, diabetes, or kidney issues, certain foods, even ones that seem clean and nutritious, can quietly work against your health. Now, I know how this sounds. You're doing your best, eating more greens, cutting out the junk, trying to stay active. But what if those efforts are being sabotaged by a handful of seemingly safe vegetables that actually disrupt circulation, irritate peripheral nerves, and worsen swelling in your lower body? Qui6 I say this not to alarm you, but to empower you. There are compounds like oxalates, naturally found in many green leafy vegetables, that can bind with calcium in the body and form sharp little crystals. These can lodge in tiny blood vessels, especially in the feet and hands, leading to reduced circulation and nerve pressure. The result? Tingling, swelling, even burning sensations that make every step uncomfortable. Not to mention, some of these vegetables are loaded with vitamin K, which, while essential, can interfere with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. When that balance is thrown off, it increases the risk of clotting or reduces blood flow to your extremities. So even the healthiest meal can become a hidden danger if we're not careful. In this video, I'm going to reveal 15 common foods that could be making your foot numbness worse. But pay close attention, because among these, 3 are everyday vegetables most people eat regularly, believing they're doing something good for their body. And the last one? It's especially risky if consumed in large amounts. It could quietly lead to serious circulation issues over time. You deserve to feel strong, energized, and pain-free in your own body. That's why this video is here, not just to warn, but to guide. There are smarter, safer alternatives that support healthy blood flow, nerve function, and reduce inflammation naturally. So if you've been living with tingling toes, swelling ankles, or that frustrating numbness that just won't go away, keep watching. Your body is sending you signals, and it's time we start listening. And right here, I want to ask you, if this is hitting close to home, take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below telling me which symptom you've been dealing with. We're building a community of people just like you, who care about their health and want answers that actually help. Because it's not about eating perfectly, it's about eating wisely, with awareness and care for your unique body. Stay with me to the end. We're just getting started, and what you learn today could make a real difference in how you feel tomorrow. Body, 15 foods that worsen foot numbness. Dear friends, aunties, uncles, and valued viewers, let's take a closer look at everyday foods that could be quietly working against your circulation and nerve health, especially if you're dealing with diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney issues, or are taking blood thinners. These are foods we often enjoy without a second thought. But for those struggling with numbness, tingling, or swelling in the legs and feet, they might be part of the hidden cause. 15. Bacon. It's a breakfast classic, but bacon is packed with sodium and saturated fat. Too much sodium causes the body to retain fluid, which can raise pressure in small blood vessels, especially in the legs and feet, reducing circulation. That's when you feel that heavy, tingling sensation. Saturated fat also raises bad cholesterol, LDL, clogging arteries over time. A simple swap to lean, unsalted turkey or boiled egg slices can reduce this risk. 14. Processed hamburgers. Fast, tasty, but dangerous. These burgers are loaded with trans fats, chemical preservatives, and hidden salt. Trans fats damage blood vessels and increase inflammation, which can slow circulation and irritate peripheral nerves. If your feet often feel like they've fallen asleep after meals, these hidden ingredients might be why. Homemade burgers using lean ground chicken or lentils are a healthier choice. 13. Frozen pizza. A convenient dinner, but often a minefield for your nerves. With high levels of sodium, saturated fat, and preservatives, frozen pizzas can trigger swelling, tingling, and even cold feet due to poor blood flow. Sodium causes water retention, while the additives quietly inflame the body. Choose whole wheat crust, fresh toppings, and lower-fat cheese when possible. 12. Instant soups. Comforting on a cold day, but beware, many instant soups contain over 100% of your daily sodium limit in one serving. Combined with preservatives, this can cause your feet and ankles to swell, pressing on nerves and reducing sensation. Try making broth at home with fresh herbs, low-sodium seasoning, and real veggies. 11. Ready-made cakes and mixes. The sweet smell is tempting, but these mixes are packed with refined sugars and hydrogenated fats, a dangerous duo. Spikes in blood sugar damage blood vessels, while hydrogenated fats clog them. Over time, this reduces oxygen to the nerves in your feet, worsening numbness. Instead, try baking with oats, olive oil, and less sugar. 10. French fries industrial. Crispy, yes, but fries are often cooked in cheap oils reused multiple times, forming toxic compounds that inflame blood vessels and nerves. Add in salt, and you've got a recipe for swelling and nerve irritation. Try oven-baked or air-fried versions with minimal oil and herbs. 9. Candies and processed sweets. Colorful and nostalgic, but full of refined sugar and artificial additives. These ingredients raise blood sugar and contribute to nerve damage, especially in diabetics. Instead of reaching for candy, enjoy fresh fruit, dark chocolate in moderation, or homemade snacks. 8. Soda, regular and diet. Whether sugary or artificially sweetened, both kinds of soda harm circulation and inflame peripheral nerves. Diet sodas in particular may seem safer, but sweeteners like aspartame can worsen inflammation. Your nerves need nutrients, not chemicals. Try sparkling water with lemon or unsweetened iced tea instead. 7. Beer. A social favorite, but alcohol leads to poor circulation, nerve damage, and dehydration, all of which can worsen foot numbness. Over time, it can lead to alcoholic neuropathy. If you enjoy beer, reduce frequency and drink water alongside to reduce the impact. 6. Milk chocolate. Sweet comfort, but too much sugar and saturated fat can thicken blood, damage nerves, and worsen swelling. A square or two of dark chocolate with high cocoa content is a better option, especially for circulation. 5. White bread. That soft sandwich bread or baguette may seem harmless, but refined flour turns into sugar quickly, spiking blood glucose and worsening nerve sensitivity. Whole grain breads, especially those with seeds and fiber, can keep sugar levels more stable and circulation healthier. 4. Industrial ice cream. Cold and creamy, but many store-bought ice creams are filled with sugar, trans fats, and artificial colors. These cause inflammation and restrict blood flow. The cold temperature itself can temporarily constrict blood vessels, reducing circulation. A homemade version with fruit and yogurt is gentler on your system. Now we arrive at the most surprising part, the 3 vegetables that can quietly make your symptoms worse. These are healthy for many, but in older adults, especially those with circulation or nerve issues, they may backfire when overconsumed. Backhand index pointing right, don't worry, we're not telling you to give them up entirely. But it's important to understand why spinach, broccoli, and Swiss chard, yes, 3 leafy greens, might be contributing to your foot numbness. And most importantly, how you can still enjoy them in a way that supports your health. Stay with me, because up next, we'll break down these vegetables, one by one. A gentle but serious warning for those with circulation, kidney, or nerve issues. If you're in your 60s or beyond, and you've been dealing with tingling, numbness, or swelling in your feet, this part is especially for you. Maybe you've brushed off that pins and needles feeling as just a part of aging, or you've been waking up with slightly swollen feet or a strange coldness in your toes, thinking it's just the weather or maybe your shoes. But the truth is, these could be early warning signs of something deeper, issues with blood circulation, nerve sensitivity, or even kidney function. What you eat might be quietly making it worse. Here's something most people don't realize. Even healthy foods can backfire, especially if your body has certain vulnerabilities. If you have diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney disease, or you're on blood thinners like warfarin, some of the foods you've been eating with the best of intentions may actually be working against your healing. Let's take leafy greens like spinach, Swiss chard, and broccoli. They're celebrated as superfoods, and for many, they are. But they're also very high in oxalates and vitamin K. Oxalates combined with calcium in your body to form tiny crystals that may restrict blood flow and irritate nerves, especially in the lower limbs. For people with impaired kidney function, these oxalates may accumulate rather than be flushed out properly, leading to swelling and discomfort in the feet. Vitamin K, meanwhile, plays a key role in blood clotting. But if you're on anticoagulant medication, like warfarin or others, too much vitamin K can reduce the effectiveness of those drugs, leading to an increased risk of blood clots and poorer circulation, especially to your hands and feet. It's not about cutting these vegetables out forever. In fact, many of them still offer valuable nutrients. The real issue is how much you're eating, how you're preparing them, and whether your body can properly process them. Cooking these greens, like boiling or steaming spinach, can significantly reduce the oxalate. Rotating them with lower oxalate bok choy, or arugula can also make the flavor of kidneys and improve preservatives. If you have underlying health problems, like peripheral neuropathy, diabetes, or if you have blood pressure issues with years, your body is more sensitive to small molecular changes in your diet. So if you can find that you like it, but still feel like you're trying to tingling, or numbness in your feet, the body's designed for these things not just to eat, but how to fix your specific health needs. The extra things that you can do today. If you're on medications like blood pressures, talk to your doctor or pharmacist before making big changes to your vegetable intake. Pay attention to how your body reacts after eating certain greens. Swelling, tingling, or discomfort may be your body's way of waving a red flag. Try switching up your greens, cooking them properly, and staying well hydrated to help flush excess compounds. And if you've been feeling confused about why your symptoms persist despite eating clean, know that you're not alone. Footprints, your body is speaking to you. Are you listening? This isn't about fear. It's about awareness, about giving your body what it truly needs at this stage of life. If this resonates with you, I encourage you to share your experience in the comments or pass this video along to someone who might be going through the same thing. You never know who needs to hear this message today. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more real talk on food, aging, and how to live healthier, one small choice at a time. Your health is your power. Let's protect it together. Number 1. Swiss chard, the colorful green that could be causing hidden harm. Now, let's talk about a vegetable that looks as healthy as can be: Swiss chard. With its deep green leaves and brightly colored stems, it often finds a place in stir-fries, soups, or even tossed into smoothies. It looks like the kind of food that would protect your health, and in many ways, it does. But if you're in your 60s or beyond, and especially if you're living with diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney disease, or take blood thinners, you may need to take a closer look. Swiss chard is rich in fiber, vitamins A, C, and K, as well as minerals like potassium and calcium, nutrients that support bone health, immunity, and blood pressure control. But there's a hidden concern: its high oxalate content. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many leafy greens. In sensitive individuals, particularly those with compromised kidney function, oxalates can bind with calcium in the body and form tiny crystals. These crystals may build up in tissues or small blood vessels, especially in the feet and lower legs, where circulation is already more fragile. The result? Swelling, tingling, or that familiar pins and needles feeling you might have assumed was just part of aging. Swiss chard is also high in vitamin K, which plays an essential role in blood clotting. However, if you're taking anticoagulant medications like warfarin, consuming too much vitamin K can interfere with how your medicine works. That can throw off your blood's clotting balance, potentially slowing circulation to your extremities, again, leading to numbness, cold feet, or unexplained discomfort when walking. You might ask, so should I stop eating Swiss chard altogether? Not necessarily, BACA. Like many nutritious foods, it's not about elimination, it's about moderation and preparation. If you enjoy Swiss chard, try cooking it thoroughly, such as boiling or steaming. This significantly reduces its oxalate content, making it safer for people with kidney sensitivities. Also, rotating your greens, like mixing in romaine, bok choy, or arugula throughout the week, helps prevent overloading your system with any one compound. So next time you're at the store, seeing those vibrant rainbow stalks, just pause and think about your body's needs. Your feet may thank you for the small, thoughtful changes. Number 2, broccoli, a superfood with a caution sign. Now, let's move on to a vegetable that many of us see as the gold standard for healthy eating: broccoli. It's likely that BAC or Q6 have added broccoli to meals, believing it's one of the best choices for your health. And in many ways, that's true. Broccoli is packed with fiber, vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants that support immunity and heart health. But here's where we need to pause. If you're over 60, living with diabetes, high blood pressure, thyroid issues, or taking blood-thinning medications, broccoli, especially when eaten frequently and in large amounts, could be doing more harm than good. Why? For one, broccoli contains a high amount of vitamin K, which helps with blood clotting. Now, this is normally a good thing. But for those of us on anticoagulants like warfarin, too much vitamin K can reduce the effectiveness of the medication. That means your blood may not flow as smoothly as it should, particularly through the tiny vessels in your feet and hands. When circulation slows, you may start feeling that familiar tingling, coldness, or numbness in your toes. Another hidden issue lies in goitrogens, natural compounds found in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli. In people with thyroid imbalances, goitrogens can interfere with iodine absorption, potentially disrupting thyroid hormone production. And when your thyroid is sluggish, it can lead to fluid retention, slow metabolism, and reduced blood flow, which all contribute to that heavy, uncomfortable sensation in the legs and feet. On top of that, broccoli's fiber and sulfur compounds, while beneficial for digestion, can cause bloating or gas in sensitive individuals. This might seem unrelated, but inflammation in the gut can place added stress on your circulatory and lymphatic systems, indirectly worsening peripheral nerve discomfort. So what can BAC lamb? You don't have to give up broccoli completely. Instead, consider lightly steaming it to reduce its goitrogenic effects and make it easier to digest. If you're eating broccoli daily, try alternating with other veggies like bell peppers, carrots, or zucchini, still full of nutrition, but gentler on your system. Remember, even the healthiest food can become problematic if it doesn't match your body's current needs. Listening to your feet, your circulation, and your digestion can guide you towards smarter choices every day. Third place medal number 3, spinach. A surprising culprit behind numb feet? What do you think? Spinach, or raubina, has long been praised as a superfood. It's rich in iron, fiber, magnesium, vitamin A, and vitamin K. For many, adding spinach to meals feels like making a smart, health-conscious choice. But if BAC Dangap Tin Trang Te Ran, Sung Chan, He Kim Jiak Nu Ko Kim Cham Oban Chan, spinach might not be as harmless as it seems, especially if eaten frequently and in large amounts. Let's break it down. Spinach is very high in oxalates, natural compounds that bind with calcium in the body to form calcium oxalate crystals. These crystals can accumulate in tissues, especially in small blood vessels and joints. For nuoi lan tuoi, particularly those with kidney issues, diabetes, or poor circulation, this buildup can impede blood flow and press on nearby nerves, leading to tingling, swelling, or even numbness in the feet and legs. On top of that, spinach contains a significant amount of vitamin K, which plays a role in blood clotting. While that's normally helpful, it becomes problematic for those taking blood thinners like warfarin. Too much vitamin K can reduce the medication's effectiveness, potentially increasing the risk of clotting and reducing blood flow to the extremities. And if BAC have kidney disease or a history of kidney stones, the high oxalate load can put extra pressure on your kidneys, making it harder for the body to eliminate waste efficiently, contributing to fluid retention in the feet and ankles. But here's the good news. BAC Kong can Phi Loi Bo Hon Tone Spinach Koi Tuk Don. Light bulb boil or steam spinach before eating. This significantly reduces its oxalate content, up to 87%, making it gentler on the kidneys and circulation. Light bulb pair spinach with calcium-rich foods like a small piece of cheese or a spoonful of tahini. This helps bind oxalates in the digestive tract before they enter your bloodstream. Light bulb practice variety. Don't eat spinach every day. Rotate with other greens like kale, romaine, or arugula, which are lower in oxalates and still rich in nutrients. Ko chu fei de, mot monin tuong chung lan man ko the am tam on hung din he tuan hon va than kin, nu kong chu wai. The key lies in balance and awareness, especially when we're managing chronic conditions or taking daily medications. So if you've been feeling the persistent tingling in your feet, and spinach is a regular part of your meals, it might be time to make a few small adjustments. Sometimes, feeling better starts with understanding what's really on your plate. If you've made it this far, it probably means your feet have been trying to tell you something. Maybe it's that persistent tingling, the strange pins and needles sensation when you wake up, or that uncomfortable swelling that just doesn't seem to go away. And if you've been eating healthy, but still dealing with these symptoms, you're not alone. Some vegetables like Swiss chard, broccoli, and spinach are loaded with nutrients, but for those of us over 60, especially anyone managing diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney issues, or taking blood thinners, these veggies can come with hidden risks. High oxalates, excess vitamin K, and other compounds may quietly interfere with blood flow or irritate already sensitive nerves. But here's the good news. It's not about cutting everything out. It's about learning what works for your body. Herb cook your greens instead of eating them raw. Herb rotate different vegetables throughout the week. Herb choose lower sodium, lower oxalate options when possible. Small shifts on your plate can make a big difference in how your legs and feet feel every day. Speech balloon, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It helps this message reach more people like you. Memo, have you noticed certain foods affect your feet? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your experience and answer any questions. Bell, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another tip on keeping your circulation strong and your body feeling its best. Your body is always speaking, sometimes through subtle signals like swelling or tingling. The more we learn to listen and respond, the better we can move, live, and feel. Take care of your feet. They carry you through life.